Hello YouTube, it is your boy B3, and Naughty Cat here being a good girl, back with another kicking action figure review. Today's review is over the figure I wanted the most from the Jakks Godzilla King of the Monsters line, the 6-inch Rodan. Yes, I really like the Rodan. This Rodan is like in a battle with the 1956 Rodan from my favorite Rodan design, because I think Rodan just looks so good in this movie. What a great looking pterosaur creature, you know? I love the magma that was dripping out of his wings in the trailer, and this figure looks really cool too. So if I could only have one figure from the Jakks specific line, I wanted this Rodan. I do plan on getting King Ghidorah and the Godzilla Mothra 2-pack. Not sure about the other ones. I'm definitely not getting the 12-inch Godzilla, but I might get the other two 2-packs. Maybe, if I can get them cheap. So here he is, Rodan. He was about 15 bucks, which was weird because at Walmart he was labeled as $30. And I was like, hell no, if this rings up as $30, I'm not paying for it. There's no way in hell. But it was 15. The reason I took it to the cashier in the first place, well, I did self-checkout, but the reason I took it to be rung up in the first place was because I knew there was no way it could be $30. And then the 2-packs were labeled as 25, and I bet they're like 10. So this is the package for Rodan. I don't know why I'm showing it. When I do a new figure line, I'll often show the package the first time. I probably won't show the package when I do Ghidorah. You know, it's a big windowed box. I feel like it's almost too much packaging. Like it's almost a waste of cardboard and plastic, because it's just so much packaging, you know? You know, you got like a nice picture of Rodan here on the back, a nice little read-up. Rodan, an ancient reptilian fire bird of prey rising from the molten lava of a volcano to conquer the sky is a furious firestorm of rage. Fly Rodan into battle against Godzilla and unleash the full power of the volcanic monster. So that's basically a confirmation that this is more of a fire Rodan. Which is good, because Rodan needs more powers to compete with Godzilla and Ghidorah. Speaking of, there he is right there. Pretty cool. I do want that. I do want that. I ordered the movie Monster series for that as well. But let's bust Rodan out of packaging. And here he is out of package, the Jakks-specific 6-inch Rodan. Or Fire Rodan. I'm just going to call him Rodan. So, this figure is pretty dope. It has more weight to it than I expected. As you can see, it has the building here, the little crumbling building. I love that they come with buildings. Kind of just wish it was a different color, maybe like gray or something. Because how many buildings are like this kind of orange color, you know? It's a whole cluster of buildings. But I like the whole crumbling buildings thing. I think that has great playability for kids. It'll look good in displays. He also comes with this little helicopter here. And I think the helicopter will be fun for playability as well. It'll go great with some of my other small little tanks and stuff that I got from the 2014 monster movies and also Monster Arts. I mean, it's quite nice. It's quite nice. But this is just, you know, it's just a little black plane. No big deal. Here's the, ooh, almost crumbled it. I knew I would do that. Here's the building. It separates into 3 pieces. You know, that's fun. It's just hollow on the back. But I mean, you can just take your Rodan, destroy humanity. That's fun. That's fun. But yeah, more weight to him than I expected, which is nice. I thought he'd be hollow, but I don't think he is. He might be. He's probably hollow, just not as hollow as I expected him to be. Articulation, head goes side to side, pretty cool. Wings flap, that's a fun articulation. If you're going to make a Rodan toy for kids, you should really have wing articulation like this. Because kids want to do the flying stuff, you know? And that's fun. And he also has leg articulation, so you can have him like swooping down to attack. You can have his legs back as he's flying forward, or you can have him like I had him earlier, just to have him stand up. And he stands up pretty well. I didn't expect this figure to stand up as well as it does, but he stands up quite well. Look, one of these wings is articulated up, the other resting on the ground. He's still standing. He's not falling to the side like that. I mean, the weight to him really helps. It really helps, you know? Look, he can even stand with both wings up. That's awesome. This is a dope figure. Now we're going to talk about detail and paint a little bit. It's quite good for a kid's figure. Look at this dark crimson, and look at all that paint shading. The paint apps on this guy are insane. They're all over. Look at his back. Bandai who? Whoa! Look at all those paint apps. That's incredible. Both wings are a different sculpt. Yeah, that's true. Both wings are a different sculpt. Or at least one's like bent or something, so it looks like a different sculpt. But I think both wings are different. If they aren't different, it's fine, but this one's at least bent in a little. Maybe they're not different. I don't know. But he's so well done. And let's look at the head. You know, it's a good-looking head. His eyes don't look bad on it. I think the eyes came out very well. That's the tricky part, you know, is the eyes. They aren't googly. They aren't looking different directions. They came out better than Monster Art's eyes do these days, to be honest. Monster Arts always has those googly eyes now. Wow. Good job on this Rodan Jakks Pacific. You should have done a 6-inch for all of them. I would have got the rest, because this really makes me want the Ghidorah even more. Hard to think the Ghidorah could be better than this, but this is a good fig. Wow, just look at him. Look at this big bird boy. Yeah, I like that. Ooh. That time he did fall over, folks. I probably didn't have the legs right, but I mean, that is a nice figure. For 15 bucks? This is great. Get this for your kids. Your kids will love this figure. I think this is a fun figure for kids and adult collectors, to be completely honest. It's really rad. So now I'm going to do some size comparisons with many other kaiju figures. Now first up, of course, we have to compare Rodan to a Godzilla. Here is a 6-inch Godzilla. It's the 1962 King Kong versus Godzilla from NECA. I think that looks good, actually. I'm expecting this Rodan to kind of be a bit smaller than when a guy in a suit would be, because of his kind of thin pterosaur frame, you know. I think this looks cool. Once again, I've only seen trailers, so I don't know exactly how Rodan looks with Godzilla. And that's that. So we're going to move Godzilla out of the way. Now for another character in the Monsterverse. You might not have been expecting me to show this one, but I really love this figure, and I haven't shown it off in a while. Here he is with the Mezco Kingu Kongu. You know, I think that looks pretty cool as well. You know, we've seen King Kong fight pterosaurs before, so that really works out. And this Kong doesn't scale perfectly with lots of 6-inch monsters, but I do think he looks cool with that Rodan. Here's a YMSF Gorosaurus. That looks cool to me also. Whoa, excuse me. And now, how about a Bandai Creations? I know lots of you collect Bandai Creations, so we need to show off one of those. Here he is with the Showa Gigan. I think it looks fine. That's pretty rad. Now I want to show him with a DX Ultra Monster figure, Maga Japa. That's pretty cool. I'm speeding through them pretty quickly. How about a Movie Monster series figure? This one's not a Godzilla monster, but it is the repaint of the Memorial Box Gamera. See, he just whacked Rodan, and Rodan still didn't fall, dude. That Rodan's a tough cookie. Now I want to show him with a couple Ultra figures. I think I'm just going to show him with first an Ultra Act. Here's the Ultra Act, father of Ultra. This is a 6-inch Ultraman, in case you were wondering. So, like the 2009 Ultra Hero series, the Sophie Spirits, they're all the same size as this guy. Or at least around the same size. Let's put him back where he came from. Now I'm going to show him with one of the Ultra Action figures. These are about the same size as SH Figure Arts, so keep that in mind. Here he is with Ultraman Orb Dark. I actually think that's a pretty good scaling. I think that looks good. Because I don't like monsters to be too small compared to Ultras. Speaking of small Ultras, here's an Ultra 500 Spark Doll sized figure. Victory Knight. I think that looks pretty good too. I wasn't super good on the Ultra Act, but I think those last two lines look pretty dope. And as I said, I don't have any other Jakks specific figures yet. When I get more, you can definitely expect me to display this Rodan with them, but until then, this is what you got. So all in all, what are my final thoughts on the Jakks specific 6-inch Rodan figure? I love it, dude. If you're looking for a good Godzilla figure to get for your kids, this is perfect. Your kids will love this toy, and it's affordable. It's an affordable toy for kids that's also great quality for everybody. I think adult collectors will be happy with this toy. I honestly really, really do. I love it. I love having it in my collection. It'll probably be sitting on my nightstand for a while because I definitely will want to fiddle with it while I watch movies instead of putting it on display. I quite love this figure, and I'm really happy I bought it first. So that's it. Thank you all very much for your support. Remember to rate, comment, and subscribe. Check out all the cool links in the description below. Facebook, Twitter, etc. And I'll be seeing you all later.